Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to this video of the Road to Glory career mode, and it's massive because today we will find out our fate. We will either be a Premier League side or we will be destined for the playoffs. As you can see right here, 5 games remain of the Championship and we are 5 points clear of third place Aston Villa. With a game against Brentford to start the episode off today, they play against Hull City at home, and Hull are 11th. So we just need to win our games. That's all we've got to do, and we will be in the Premier League. 5 games to go, 15 points to play for, 5 points clear. The question is, how long is it going to take us to secure this? Remember, if we lose here and Villa win against Hull, we will still be 2 points clear at the top of the table. So everything is in our favour, guys. We should be a Premier League side come the end of today's episode, and it's going to be an experience. Let's just say that, because the chances are when we get to the Premier League, it's going to be one of the harder things we're going to have to do in this series, playing Premier League football. But I'm excited for it regardless, and we'll hopefully get there today. So without further ado, let's waste no time at all. Let's get ourselves into game against Brentford. They are in 4th place. So you know what? Going into this one right here, I think a draw would be an acceptable result. Just depends on how Villa perform up against Hull City. They still play Brentford as well, though. So even if we don't get the right result here, they are also to face Brentford as well. But just to let you guys know as well, obviously, if you missed the last episode, you won't know this. We beat Birmingham 2-0, 6-0 win against QPR, and we had a 3-0 win against Leeds in the games we played last time out. So there were some crazy results in there against some tough teams, especially the 6-0 win against QPR springs to mind immediately. If we can replicate that today, even just half the point of that, we should be in the Premier League. So, heading into the first game away to Brentford, that is the side we're going with. It is an unchanged 11, and we should be able to get the result. Kubo still keeps that cam roll today. Guendouzi and Peterson as the 2 CDMs. And the most important thing we've got to focus on is if we do get promoted, trying to bring potentially Guendouzi back on a permanent deal, because for the moment, he's actually only here on loan. We know that. So, we'll have to look at maybe doing that come, next season, whatever. But today's episode is all about getting to the promised land. That's got to be the aim. I believe we can do it. Come on, boys. The promised land awaits, like I said. And speaking about it, you know what? It's all in our hands. Like I mentioned, all we have to do is get the results that will send us up to the Premier League. The question, though, is how difficult will that actually be? As we already begin today's episode, already on the back foot. Shot comes in immediately 2 minutes into this game. And we nearly were 1-0 down. Brentford strike with the first shot, and it's so close to going in the back of the net. The post saves us. Ollie Watkins starts today for Brentford. Going to be a danger man we need to watch out for. I've just realised as well, these kits look very similar. I've made a mistake here. I should have changed it slightly. As we send through now, Van Bergen for him to get dispossessed. From the front, the kits look so similar. This is going to be a tough game, this. Lucky for Timon to still have the ball here as we find a ball inside towards Van Bergen. Van Bergen looking to turn away and get the shot away if he can. Mitchell Van Bergen! And it's 1-0 Grimsby Town. It's the old tried and tested time finesse. And we lead after 12 minutes at Brentford. What a finish from Mitchell Van Bergen, who, by the way, is the player of the month for this month. Look at this little bit of skill to get him on that side. And, of course, at that stage, it's all about putting it back on the right foot. The tried and tested time finesse is where it's at. But the goalkeeper, could he have done a bit better with it? That's the question. The defender also jumps out the way. I mean, it's a good finish. You have to give him credit for it. But this game has been quite interesting because immediately from kickoff, Brentford hit the post. But we are the team to strike first. And like I said, before we kicked off here, I would quite happily accept the draw before we kick this game off. So that's going to stick. Ollie Watkins turns outside. Max Jackson sends the ball in. That's got to be a goal. McNamee saves it. And that's an important save because that, again, was poor defending from me. I've got to do better in those areas. I can't be allowing them in that easy. Van Bergen. Weyer. Tim Weyer takes the touch and he's got the wrong side of the defender. Still Weyer. Kubo on the inside. Finds Kubo. Kubo to finish it off and Kubo hits it against the defender. Could I have squared that to McNeil? I think that was probably the better option. Took it left-footed. I wanted it right. So immediately there, looking at that one, I think he took it wrong-footed. But nevertheless, took a save! 2-0 Grimsby. Get in. Get in the back of the net. This is what I'm talking about. We could have this wrapped up pretty soon, actually. We're winning this game comfortably. 2-0 up. Sukasev just pops up. And I tell you what, he doesn't really score that often. So for him to grab a goal here as well means we are playing some great football. McNeil's delivery from the corner. Chris Sukasev, all 6'4" of him, rises high and makes it 2-0 Grimsby. Brentford being played off the park since they had that early chance very, very early into the game. That was an unfortunate miss for them, but since then it's been all Grimsby and we've deserved this sooner lead. Ooh, Sukasev got a goal for us, but now a bit of defending to do. It's bounced back and Brentford will score. 2-1 just before half-time. Brentford are back in the game. I think it's Yanaris with a finish, it is. So back to game on, but to be brutally honest, I don't know how that ball's ended up in the back of our net. I mean, it's a good finish from Yanaris, but we should have defended it beforehand. Here's the initial chance. Sukasev here, not great in defending. Darfley then goes over. It's kind of a save from McNeil, but I think the run in front of him from the Brentford man was what kind of put him off, which he didn't put it into an area where, as a goalkeeper, you are looking to. If you're going to palm it back into the danger area, the best case scenario is you palm it out for a corner in that case. So I'm not sure whether or not McNamee was maybe impeded there. It would have still counted anyway because he wasn't offside, but yeah, just before half-time, the worst time to score, or to concede, I should say. And they've got one back. Hopefully, we will see this game out in the second half, but you never know. The way that that's just happened, like I said, not a good time to concede. Sure. Peterson again into the last 20 minutes of the game here. It's a little bit frustrating the way we're playing as well because we're allowing them too much off the ball in order for us to actually not be able to create a chance. Cox. McNeil on the overlap. This is good play. McNeil now needs to put a good delivery in. It's towards Weah, back post. Tim Weah back in. And we have scored our third goal of the game. That should wrap up these 3 points. Back to the 2-goal advantage. Good cross from McNeil. Like I said, second half not been brilliant. We've allowed them a little bit too much, you know, give them a bit too much respect in many ways. Just giving them that little bit more time on the ball. Not really being as convincing in our passing play. But to get the 2-goal advantage back restored is a massive moment because that now means hopefully the 3 points will be coming away from this game with us. That should be the end of our game though, as McNeil somewhat commits a foul, but the referee allows it because that is full time here from Brentford. And it is Grimsby 3, Brentford 1, which hopefully means that we have picked up more points. Now, if Hull have got a result against Villa, I dread to think that what that might have done to Villa's chances here. You can see we had the same shots as Brentford, just a little bit more clinical on the day. Question is, what was the Villa result elsewhere? They were away, to Bristol City. Why did I think it was Hull? I don't know, but they drew 1-1, so they've dropped more points in this race for second. Villa are not doing very well. 7 points now is the gap with 12 left to play for. We travel to Sunderland. Are we at home to Sunderland? I can't quite remember. I know we've got Sunderland coming up now, though. And they are playing. I'll have a look at who they're playing in just a second. But 7 points. We could do this effectively with this game right here, especially if Villa drop more points. Okay, so we are travelling away to the Stadium of Light to take on Sunderland. Is it still called the Stadium of Light? Not sure. But so we face Sunderland. Who are they? Oops, that's the wrong competition. What on earth have I done there? Okay, so I got it wrong. Yeah. So Villa were playing. They were playing against Bristol City. That's why I didn't see it, because it was above our game. So now, they take on Hull, and we are away to Sunderland. Again, though, they drop points against Bristol City, who are 13th. So if they drop points against Hull and we beat Sunderland, who are down in 19th, if they draw the game and we win, that'll put us with 3 games to go, 9 points clear, with a far superior goal difference. So effectively, could all be over and done with here. Villa have to win to keep their hopes and dreams alive of second place. So this is going to be interesting. Following this game, though, I think we've actually got the easier run in. West Brom, and West Brom are in the top 4. Things are not going well for Villa, considering the aspect that all we need to do now is get a result against Sunderland, and I think we've pretty much got ourselves Premier League football. But here's the question, guys. Once we get there, what are we going to do? Because we're not going to have a whole heap of money, and we're going to need to strengthen this side a bit more. Sukasev going to have to start a right back because Jackson, for some reason, is suspended. I'm going to guess he's picked up a couple of yellow cards too much. Off we go then. Away to the Stadium of Light, and I'm not having this situation again with the kits being similar, so we're going to actually make sure they're 2 very drastic ones. You can see right here, a few of the players are not really doing great, so I think actually I'm going to make a change. I'm going to actually bring on, let's put Janssen up front, and let's move Robert out on the left-hand side. So we'll leave McNeil out there for now. And if we need to, we'll bring Van Bergen on, by the looks of things, because everybody else should be able to see this game out, and we should be okay. Like I said, we could wrap this entirely up right here, right now, with a win at the Stadium of Light, and then hoping that Villa drop points to Hull City, but that could be a different one entirely. So keep tabs when I show you at half-time, if I remember not to skip it and not be a mug. because that could play pivotal in this game right here. McNeil hasn't got shooting boots on. There was a little article it said coming into game about that. So hopefully he might score today, who knows. But all we've got to do is just focus on our results, because realistically, we've all but done it. Now it's just making sure we see ourselves over the line. Cool ground as well to be playing at for this one. It would be great to wrap it up here now. We can't actually catch Cardiff. They're 10 points clear with 4 games to go. There's no chance we're going to get the league title. But what we can do is get ourselves Premier League football. Janssen stole the ball. Wait a minute. That's poor. What are they doing? I have no idea. Janssen towards Robert. Not a great start from 19th place Sunderland, but you can expect it as we find McNeil. McNeil going to score for our opening goal of the game. And I don't know what Sunderland were thinking. I want to show you this as well, just to show you guys, because I'm so confused about what that pass was. Who was it who played it? I have no idea, actually. That's their side anyway. Honeyman's actually not too bad. Lee cut them all in the midfield. But yeah, I've got to show you this as well, because that pass was so poor from Sunderland that I genuinely do not know what had just happened there. I've accidentally clicked off mine. I don't know what that pass was. They gave the ball away, and we've profited from it. And McNeil scored inside 5 minutes. And to be honest, I will 100% take that. If you're going to lay it on a plate for us, that's the best way to do it. We started off brilliantly. It's over to Villa now. What was I saying just before we came into game as well about McNeil not having shooting boots on? Well, he has now. Crossed in. Sukasev gets up well to win it. And now we've got a bit of defending to do. That's twice. That's 3 times. I can't get this ball clear, and they've scored. We just could not get that ball out of our box, and Sunderland profit. It's White who puts them back in the game. 16 minutes gone. Gotta be honest, I'm fuming with us defensively here, because this has to be cleared. Look at this. Sukasev jumps up, block the ball there. Then we have another chance of blocking it. Bounced off Kubo and bounces straight through. And they score. Nothing I can do against that. It's so unfortunate, but they took their chance well. And the score is back to 1 apiece. So we're back to the same scenario we're in when we came into game. It's so frustrating the way we concede that goal, though. Bouncing around our box. We just have to clear that ball, and we didn't do it. We're made to pay as well. Sunderland back in the game, but the question is for how long until we go back in front. Potentially Kubo make up for the mistake, and he does. Similar goal conceded to the way we conceded ours. That is just so good, the finish from Kubo. But they've got to clear their lines. So both defences now making mistakes in the game. And we're back to 2-1 up as soon as we conceded to go back to 1-1. Guendouzi through. Lovely little move from Kubo. There's the attempted clearance. Not good enough, and Kubo slots it home. 2-1 Grimsby. Oh, lovely ball. Sunderland again trying to build. Darfalu blocks the first one. I think that was Peterson back there heading it clear. What's he doing there? I have no idea, but I'm so glad he was. Guendouzi now. Got to try and block that. I can't block it, unfortunately. Sukasev. This is the problem. When he plays right back, we don't have his height in the box to try and head us out. So we have to be very good at defending these chances. Peterson carrying us forward. Now finds Robert. Robert takes that in his stride brilliantly. And he looks to go forward here. Can he get us a chance to go 3-1 in front? Robert towards Janssen. Janssen does make it 3. Going forward, we are unstoppable. It's so good to see. And I tell you what right now, guys, the reason that I'm so glad with the way that we're finishing this season off is because going into the Premier League, I've said it so many times now, I genuinely am a little bit worried about how this team is going to perform because, you know, the team itself, realistically, is lacking a lot. So if we get to the Premier League, well, I shouldn't say if anymore because it looks like we are going to get to the Premier League, it's going to take some major additions to keep us in the Prem. So I'm glad to see the way that the players are playing because it now gives me confidence heading into that season should we obviously try and stay up. But my goodness me, some of the football that we play offensively is really good to see. You got to admit though, some defending from our opponents hasn't really been up to scratch, and that will change in the next episode, especially if it's Premier League football. Approaching the half-time whistle, 3-1 in front as we find Kubo again. Kubo, lovely little Ronaldo chop, gets him round his man as well. Still Kubo. Why is Janssen coming towards the ball? Should have stayed in the box there. That's a great ball in, and McNeil's got to score. McNeil has to finish that. Shane. Should have been 4 to Grimsby. This is the moment. Like, oh, what is he doing? What kind of header is that? It's a 50p head right there. I'm just saying that right now. That is a 50p header if I've ever seen one. Janssen looking for the run of Robert. Going to keep that as well. And Robert tries to put it back into the area. Kubo, oh, again. So close to 4. Wait, what's been given here? I don't actually know. It's goal kick. I thought he might have nicked off the defender for a potential corner, but no, it is only the goal kick. We're piling on the pressure, looking for this 4th goal in the game. And that's 2 chances now, 2 headers we've had. 50p head from McNeil, and then that one going in from Kubo. But it remains 3-1. It looks like we're going to go into the break at 3-1 as well, unless for a mistake we make right now. Last minute of this half. Sunderland trying to make an attack happen. Sukasev needs to defend this. The ball's going to come in from the cross. It's blocked, but it's not cleared away. And that's another attempted cross, and Timon does eventually get it away. It should be it, ref. We're into the 49th minute, guys. Ref! If they score, I can't even be bothered, guys. Look at this. 50 minutes. 3-2. It's a great finish. Taking nothing away from the move or the finish. It's just we played over 49 minutes when he had the chance to blow his whistle when we cleared it with Timon. And he didn't blow his whistle. So, you know, again, ref, I have to question you, mate. Why is your whistle not being blown when we cleared it with Timon? We were over the time. Anyway, 3-2. We go in at the break, only 1 goal in front rather than the 2 we should have been. Question is, at half-time, what are Villa doing against Hull? They have to get a result, remember? And against them, they are 1-0 in front, so we have to try and hold on to our win here. Not great conceding just before the break, but I'm very confident the boys will see this one out. So, not too worried at this current stage. 1 change, Shaw coming on for Kubo. So, Villa winning means we have to hold on here. So strange him going forward, Ronnie Jansen, so far today. I'm going to bring him off because he's having a nightmare out there. I don't know what he's doing. If he just stays central, we have a chance to put a cross in, but we can't do that if he keeps just running off. Shaw coming on as well, so that's our final 2 changes. Wyatt and Cox both on, and we're going to try and see this one out. And what's hilarious about this, guys, is the ball has not left the field of play since I tried to make those changes. So at the minute, as the full-time whistle goes, the changes we had scheduled to make, which was Cox on alongside Weyer, they never actually happened because the ball didn't leave the field of play. That's hilarious. However, we hold on to a 3-2 win at the Stadium of Light. On another day, we would have taken that and absolutely trounced Sunderland, but it's whatever because at least we get the win. Villa win 2-0 against Hull, which means they keep the same amount of points behind, so us holding on was also vitally important, which means it sits like this. With 3 games remaining, we are now 7 points clear of Villa, and we have this game to come. So there's 9 points left to play for. So, yeah, Villa have to win their game, in essence. If we draw, that puts on to 86. And if they win, it'll put them on to 81. So they'll be 5 behind with 6 left to go. So Cardiff are crowned champions. We can no longer catch them. But if we win in our final game here, we will be in the Premier League. All we've got to do is win the game. Okay. Well, I didn't know that. So Villa actually had their game before us, and it turns out that they have played, and they have been... What was the result? They played West Brom, didn't they? What did it finish? I didn't know they played before us, because they must have lost the game. Where is it? So we just played there. Where's the Villa game? There it is. They lost 1-0 to West Brom, which means they are 7 points behind. So we can lose this game. Wait, they can't catch us. They can't catch us. We should be in the Premier League, I think. Let me just work this out. Don't even need to work it out, ladies and gentlemen, because it says it right there. Grimsby Town win promotion. We are in the Premier League, ladies and gentlemen. Yes! Come on. That's big. You don't even understand, right? I was so scared about this season when I bumped the difficulty up. I was like, I'm not playing well. I can't seem to get the hang of this. It's going to be one of those years where I end up bottling it. But we are in the Premier League. We haven't gone up as winners. I don't care. We're in second place. Which effectively means now I don't have to play the rest of these games out, which I'm quite happy for that. I'm going to be honest as well. Today I had a really bad sleep, okay? I had a migraine this morning. I recovered from it, and this is brilliant to see. Because this means now my spirits are high, and I don't have to do anything. We're in the Premier League. So here's what we're going to do, guys, because... Obviously, I want to get into the Premier League as soon as possible. I'm going to sim the rest of these games out because we don't now need to get the result in anyone. We can't catch Cardiff. We can't fall lower than second. So it's a win-win for us. Then we're going to jump ourselves into the Premier League, take a look at the budget, talk about the current team, and see what's going to happen in regards to the next episode. So bear with me, guys. So first up, Sheffield United. We'll just go ahead and sim these games. I think we need to focus now on how we stay in the Premier League. So 4-0 win against Sheffield United there. So like I said, didn't even need to play it and we were already smashing Sheffield United. So we've got a youth squad monthly report. Now, this is the other issue as well. We've got quite a few players in here who are likely to not ever come into the side. So Bruno Ferreira is going to go. It's so difficult at this stage now because we get to the Prem and we can't really risk playing like, lesser rated players. 10 points clear of Villa, by the way, with 2 more games to go. Hopefully, Darfalu's rating stays 75. Do not go back down when I come out of this one. Please fix this glitch, EA. It's going to be 74, isn't he? Yeah, he is. See what I mean? He just grew to 75 and now he's 74. EA, fix this. All right, Sheffield Wednesday away. We don't care about the result either. So a 1-1 draw. Mitchell van Bergen scoring the only goal of the game means that we now move into the final one. Also, we can't really chase for a top, goal scorer because right now we're not going to catch Bobby Reid. He's got 21 goals and our highest goal scorer this season was Van Bergen with 14. So realistically, that wasn't going to happen. Kubo hitting 13 as well. So last game to come, we'll show you how we performed this season, all that kind of good stuff. And then we'll talk about the Premier League, man, because we are into the Premier League. Honestly, I'm so excited. I can't wait. Last game of the season is done. A 3-1 win against Blackburn ends off what has been a sensational championship campaign. Back-to-back-to-back promotions. And this one has to be the icing on the cake. Goalkeeper of the tournament has been announced and it's gone to our goalkeeper. Donna McNamee wins it. Get in. That's what I love to see, especially going into the Prem. Is he going to be our number 1 next season? We'll talk about that in a few moments' time. But he is the goalkeeper of the competition. Team of the competition announced. We'll see how many of our players are in this one. I'm going to say 3. I feel that Van Bergen will be there. I feel that Kubo might be there. And potentially Sukasev might be there. Etheridge is in goal for Cardiff. Josh Tyman makes it in. Sukasev is there like I thought. Peterson, Kubo, McNeil's there. No Van Bergen. That's interesting, that. Bobby Reid wins goal of the Golden Boot. And the player of the competition went to Brentford's Watkins. Like I said, he's a pretty good player. Maybe we'll have to bring him in ahead of next season in the Premier League. Who knows? But for now, guys, it's time to take a look at the squad, how they perform this season. And then it's time to move into the Premier League. So this is what I'm talking about, right? Van Bergen 76 rated. Weah's 78 now. I bet both of these guys end up going back down to 75 and 77. Watch this. Right, so scrolling across. There you go. Weah's back down to 77. Van Bergen's back down to 75. Yeah, you have to fix this. You have to sort this out. This is outrageously bad. £60 for your game, in essence, is what we're paid. And it's not even a finished article. How is it happening? Seriously. We've just been given as well £8 million for finishing second in the championship. I'm not sure how far that money's going to go. So I'll have to wait and see. Right then, to take you through the squad and take a look at how they perform this season then. McNamee with 51 appearances, 24 clean sheets in those. Look at Chris Sukasev though, 52 appearances. He missed 1 game in the championship this season. Just 1 game. What a man this guy is. Future captain potentially of this side as well. Remember that. Watson out on loan, hasn't played a game for Besiktas. I'm a bit surprised with that one. Not a lot we can do about it though. We sent him over there. And he hasn't played a single game. Trupe wants to leave the club, so he will be leaving in the next season. Max Jackson playing 37 of our championship games too. Ross Sykes, Darfalu. If we just keep scrolling down, Josh Tyman with 42 appearances in the championship. Peterson 43. Captained the side quite a few times this season as well, didn't he, Shane Peterson? 9 assists from centre defensive midfield. It's pretty damn good. Guendouzi was brilliant since coming in from Arsenal on loan. 16 appearances, 5 assists, 3 goals. An average rating of 7.9 as well in that one. Influential to us at the back end of our season running. Harry Clifton, unfortunately, didn't get in the side, but that's just because he's 57 rated. Played a few times last season for us, but yeah, one of those players we had to bring back. Pedro Jesus in there with 9 appearances as well. Donald Brennan with 2 appearances. Considering he's 67 rated, maybe we should have given him a bit more time. Ethan Cox out there, 44 appearances in that one. Shaw making 36. And actually, Shaw had a better goal-to-game ratio in terms of contributions than Cox did in the championship this season. So I'm still not sure which one I prefer out of the 2 of these guys. But somebody who we know about now, this guy, Takefusa Kubo. He's just brilliant. The little guy is magical. I called him the Japanese Messi in my Brighton save. Maybe he's going to be the next big thing here at Grimsby Town. Roberts, 26 appearances. Big man since joining us for 2-odd million quid. Great potential. Van Bergen, sensational as always. McNeil, 16 goals this season in all competitions. 12 in the championship. Hit double figures again for us. Another one of these players that's going to be here for a very, very long time. Rodney Jansen hitting 9 for the season in the championship. Unfortunately, didn't quite make it to double figures. Weah did, though. Missed a long time. We only hit 8 in the championship, though. That's not a great return for somebody you expect more of. McGuinness in there. He's doing okay for himself, and that is the full list of players. Our most valued player to date is Tim Weah, £11.5 million. Just noticed as well his contract expires next season alongside Kubo, alongside Sukasev, Van Bergen. A lot of players' contracts expiring. So our first port of call is to sign them to new deals. Right, well, this is the second time Darfalu is trying to get to 76 rated. Will it stick this time? Let's find out, because this is the second time he's at 76. Is he going to go up this time? No, still at 75. This game, what on earth is happening? Twice in the same episode, Darfalu has climbed to 76 overall, and twice he has been put back to 75. So for the most part, right now, it looks like he's actually 77 in essence. We've got quite a few contracts expiring here, but I'm not sure I want to keep hold of the players who are contracts expired. So Whitmore, nope. Barry Smith, nope. Clark, I mean, we could, but he's 19 and only 60 rated, so nope. Harry Clifton, I'm sorry, you're going to be going. Oliver Gray, same for you. Guendouzi, of course, is only here on loan. So all those guys that have contracts expiring, I'm not interested in keeping hold of. But EA have to fix this. This is getting outrageous. Twice today he's grown in that one, and twice he's been sent back. I don't know what to do. Here we go. This is it, guys. As soon as we advance through this, we will be a Premier League side. The Grimsby board are obviously ecstatic with this. And that's it. We're done. We're out of the championship. We are now in the top tier of English football. From League 2 to the Premier League. And things are about to get interesting. I have no idea what kind of budget we're going to be looking at. I'm frustrated because we've actually grown quite a few of our players at the back end of this season in the training. And their ratings don't stick because of this stupid glitch that EA are still yet to fix. We'll see. I tell you what right now, if they don't fix this by the end of this year, if this is still a thing leading into FIFA 20, then that's outrageous, okay? They better fix this soon because it is ridiculous. We are loaded in. I have not seen anything yet, so I have no idea on the budget or anything like that, and we will check that all out in just a few moments. Now, we're going to obviously skip through, and then we'll be given an invitation to play in a pre-season tour for some more money, which might pay Pivotal, so who knows? Who knows how important this is going to be? More importantly as well, I want to see who's actually in the Premier League because it could be quite a tough one this year. So there's the tournament invite. We're going to go to the one that pays the most money, which is that one on the left-hand side. Only an additional 7 million on stake here for us. But we now get to see everything in all its just... Oh, yes. I love whoever's in charge here. I just love it. I just love it. Right, so important transfer market information. Player pre-contract. We've got 3 of those to go through. A couple of players leaving on loan. But guys, whoever's in charge at Grimsby, you have just made this even better. £40 million in the transfer budget. I was expecting like 12. Oh, yes, 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 yes. All right, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of these scouting instructions immediately because at the minute, we are not interested in any of those. So we're going to take, we're going to actually add a scouting instruction for world class just because why not? Why not? We'll do that. And we'll just say world class. We're going to do one for the ages of 16 to 22. And we're going to go first team quality. So we'll do that one as well. And they're the 2 I'm going to do for now. But honestly, guys, 40 million, I did not expect to see that. All right, so as you can see, we've got some players in then on pre-contract. So Kyle Bartley's one of them. Dwight Gale, another. Aite's leaving the club, so likely he won't be here. So Gale comes in. It'll be important for us if we need depth. We've got Bramall in as well as a better left back to the guy we had previously in Maripan. But for the most part, you could argue that our best side is going to look like this. This would probably be our best 11 right here. So McNamee in goal. Is he going to be good enough for our number 1 spot? I'll let you guys decide that in the comment section. Timon at left back with Sukasev on the right back spot, which means, of course, we unfortunately lose Jackson. He goes to the bench, but he's still an important player for us. Kyle Bartley and Darfalu in the 2 centre mid roles. We've got a 6'4" Kyle Bartley and a 6'2", 6 foot Darfalu. I thought he was a bit taller than that. Still, it's all right. Guendouzi in the midfield. He's only here for the next sort of 7 months, though, until he goes back to Arsenal with Peterson as well. Alongside him, captain of the team is going to be this season, I think. We're going to give Peterson the captaincy role. McNeil on the right, Kubo down the middle, Van Bergen on the left, and then Tim Weah up front. So what do we need to strengthen? What do you guys think we need to make happen. Of course, Trupe is going to be leaving, and so is Aite as well. They will both be leaving the club because they want to leave, so I'm going to go ahead and transfer list them. But we've got £40 million to spend. What do you guys think we should do with the money? Who should we bring in? What are we going for? Obviously, the Premier League this season, it's going to be tough. It's going to be all about survival for us, I think. In terms of the teams left in here, you can see the sides that we're going to be facing off against in this particular season. It's not going to be an easy year by any means, but hopefully. West Brom joined us, by the way. They won the playoffs. Fair play to them. They lost Dwight Gale. They lost Kyle Bartley, though. They've both joined us. How are we looking in terms of the squad hub, though? So, yeah, our first protocol has to be signing up these players to longer contracts. So, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 players that we have to re-sign on longer deals. So I'm going to be doing that off camera for the most part, but that will take a huge chunk of our budget, probably about 50k a week in the wages. So we're going to lose a little bit of that, but still it should be fine in that regard. I have been looking for first team quality players on the age of 22 as well. Remember that too. So I think, actually I was looking as well, wasn't I? And saying that I wanted to bring in this guy, Florentin Barbet, 6'3", 73 rated. So immediately that's going to be our first, I guess, transfer. I have to try and make that happen. But guys, over to you. You guys now decide what happens with this budget we have here at Grimsby Town. I'm excited to see what we do with this budget. Before we go, board expectations. They expect us to avoid relegation this season and finish mid-table within 2 seasons. So I think that's possible. I really, really do think that's possible. Right then, guys. Over to you. Make your decisions. Who you think should join us this season? I'm going to end the episode there for now, but we will have the next episode of the series in a couple of days' time. Make sure to leave your comments for any players you want to see. 40 million quid to spend. So at this stage, I am so excited to see what you guys decide. Oh man, this is going to be one of the more interesting seasons of this save. Will we survive the Premier League? That's the real test. Find out this season. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for all of your support in 2018. Hopefully, you guys will smash it for 2019. This is the first video of this year going out. I didn't upload yesterday because I went to see some family and such. Decided to take the day off and just do that. But, yeah, hopefully you guys are excited for 2019. Smash the like button, and I'll catch you all again for another video tonight, guys. 6 PM UK time, as usual. See you all then. Adios.